Was I going too fast?
A little bit.
Was I really? I didn't really. Let me get you my license.
I got you at 73.
I didn't realize I'm going in here to look at a job in the morning, and I'm in a hurry.
Who you work for?
I work for myself. Shoemake over here at Shoemake Shop. I don't know if you know. They got his son's down here, and their yard ain't been done in all summer. And so he called me last night and says, hey, I need to go down there and look at that, man, because I cut grass with him. Yeah, and he said, leave your trailer somewhere. So I left my trailer at their shop. Yep. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. It's all good, man. I didn't realize I was going that fast. Here we go. Let's see if he gives me. I don't think he's going to give me a ticket, man. I don't think I was going that fast.
All right, slow it down a little bit.
My bad, man. I'm sorry. I appreciate you not giving me a ticket. You could have just cost me a couple $100, man. That's all I need. You know. Thanks, man. You be safe out there, guy. See, and that's how you get out of a ticket. Okay, guys. So this is a new property that I just got. It's about 4 miles from. It's probably about 6 miles. So this would be one. See, I'm already seeing which route I would put this yard on. Right. We're gonna walk around it. Pretty simple, man. So far. There's probably some really good grass in here, but it's done gotten way out and the weeds have taken over. So wants to do all the bushes to begin with. It's a pretty nice house though, man, really. Out in nowhere too, man. We are in nowhere. Look at that shop they got down there. Look at that, man. Wow. Man, this would be, well, I'd love to have this property. Look at that building down there. So yeah, we'll have to get a bearing on exactly where the yard ends. The mechanic says that he can't do it, his son can't do it because of his allergies. So once we get it in order, it'll be nice. The building down there is really nice, man. I want to walk down to the building. That's a big building, dude. Wow. So I don't know exactly what they want to do here, but we'll start by spraying around the building and, you know, cutting a pad down to the building. I'm sure that's his building. Who else would it be? But he probably owns all this. See, this is the kind of property, y'all, that that somehow, some way, I don't even know how I get them, dude. Somehow, some way I end up with them. And there's a lot of things that can happen here that require the Bobcat. You know, trees, the woods. So, you know, all that. Let's walk on around. Pretty simple though. A couple of lawnmowers over here. I mean, we just gotta, what's the first thing we need to know? We need to know what the expectations are. Right? Oh, hey there, buddy. The dog scared me. Pretty tall right now. Ideally you want to keep this slope, you know, for me, I would want to keep it pretty clean. But you never know, you know, you get over here and start doing work, then obviously they got some money. I think he does, well, I don't really know what, but this place ain't no, we'll get it in order. Let's say ideally you'd want grass on this slope. You never know, that might be a side job for next year. And you could have the Bobcat over here clean all this out. I don't know what else. It's all just, everything's overgrown. So we'll start on just getting the lawn maintenance down, and then we'll just go from there. I'm not gonna walk down to the bill. Is that a driveway right there going down to the shop? There might be a driveway right there. I'm gonna turn around and see. So there was a driveway to come down here to the building. That building is freaking huge, man. Look how tall that damn thing is. A lot bigger than mine. Looks like it's about the same width, but boy, it's twice as deep. I don't know, it's bigger. It's a lot bigger than mine. But see, all around the building, I mean, you got to get all that stuff off the building. It ain't, you know. So there's, you know, a lot of potential work over here for not just the mowers, but for the Bobcat and everything. There's a whole bottom back there. Yeah, if you got 2 employees and one of them don't show up, it's gonna hurt you. So it comes back to, I guess, you know, I need to find one more guy to put the work out here. But why would I do that right now in August? Tell me why I would do that when I know for a fact that I'm gonna have a hard time keeping a guy, you know, at $600 a week or so through the winter. Another guy, right? Because I'm not preparing for it like I would if Francisco was out here on the reg and he had not this, y'all. He ain't done no dirt and fled to Mexico. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wish people would watch the whole video. Francisco is not that kind of guy. He's not gonna do nothing like that. I mean, he owns a home in my, you know, right around the corner from me. So. And he's got grown kids here that they're in college and stuff. He's not a criminal or nothing. Something happened over there. Maybe some of his relatives might be a criminal, but something happened over there, and he went over there to calm everything down, you know. And then he probably got over there visiting with his family and stuff and said, well, hell, I'm here. I done paid $1,500 ticket to get here. And, you know, I might as well stay for 3 or 4 weeks. I've talked to him a couple of times, and he really hasn't told me exactly what happened. But, you know, maybe it's a personal thing. I got to give him that benefit of the doubt because of the way he handles himself. You know? So that's the reality of it, man. But if I had Francisco and I knew that he was going to be out here, and because my goal, and this is all got thrown on me too, my thinking was, okay, we'll get through the summer, and if Francisco, you know, wants to be out here and everything, then, you know, I'll create a bunch of work for the wintertime, or I'll try, you know, to create work for the wintertime and keep him, you know, busy, where he can make him $700-800 a week. And that was, you know, that was the plan, right? And never know what you could fall into. You know, obviously we're not cutting grass in the wintertime, so it was going to be, you know, run the skid steer, maybe buy a Mini X or whatever, you know, whatever I could get into. But I'm not doing any of that now. I'm not marketing any of that because I don't have no help. I'm doing good to get the lawns done and get through the season. You know, I am. I feel like, man, I'm, you know, it was such a shocker, and maybe I didn't display it very good on the video, but it was such a shocker for Francisco, and all of a sudden be here and then not be here and not be available, that it threw me for a loop. But I didn't have time to get caught up in the loop. I had to make sure we don't fall behind, and that's what I've done. And to be quite honest with you guys, me and Zach have actually done pretty good, you know, keeping up with everything when we did have another guy. If we had another guy out here, then I would have more time to market and stuff. and try to get more Bobcat work. But see, I'm not even selling Bobcat work. I'm not doing anything. My Bobcat's a little Bo Peep in my damn shop, backed up, sitting there looking all nice and pretty with a slight hydraulic leak. So I'm not going to be, as of this moment, you know. So y'all think about things from my perspective. 1 week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Francisco up and went to Mexico. Okay? Shocker, right? Damn. What am I going to do? We got all this work, and we've been maintaining it good, through the summer. And now, bam, I'm down a guy. And the guy ain't coming back. I can't replace him, Then, fast forward, 2 weeks after that happens, my other guy wrecks his vehicle and don't have a ride to work. And we're in the mix. We're in the heat of the summer. We're in, the final 8 weeks of the summer. You see what I'm saying? So what do you do? I know it's easy to say, well, just hire somebody else. I mean, where am I going to find somebody? I will admit that if me and Zach haven't been keeping up, and it's been dragging me a little bit too, having to go get him and stuff. That's been a drag action. I mean, if me and Zach were falling way behind, and thank God the weather has been somewhat friendly, where it hasn't rained 3 days straight. Because if that happens, it's going to really mess us up. I'll have to be working a lot longer hours on the days, and I'll have to maybe make that 30-mile trek that ain't smart business just to get shit done. But so far so good. I've been able to somewhat manage things in a way to where we're not killing ourselves and we're all caught up. So that means something, right? I mean, as to my managerial skills and trying to make sure that we're in the best spot to win. I want to win. And we're winning. Don't get it twisted. We're winning. When you look at the bottom line, and I look at last year's money versus expenses, this year is a lot better. When I look at money earned and what it costs me to get that money, and that's including fuel, that's including labor, that's including insurance, and all the maintenance stuff that I have had to go through that you just have to go through each year. Now, I do have a truck in the shop. If I ain't nothing else, I'm resourceful. But that's what Chuck's got to be in order to step up a little bit, But right now, I'm not really trying to step up too hardcore because I'm grateful that I've managed to keep everything that I got now. And that's what you got to do. You can't, lose a bunch of work because of the situation that I find myself in. Now, somebody else might have, one of their guys go to Mexico and the other guy not have a ride, and they might just lose their crap, right? Or they might be of the mindset to where they're ready for all that stuff. I just didn't, I never could have perceived that, Francisco would have to go out of the country no more than I could conceive it raining for 8 days straight. So that's where I'm at, man. And I don't mean to not take people's advice, but when the advice comes in half cocked and sideways and and uninformed really on the exact situation that I'm in, you know. And people come at me all the time in the comments talking about I'm crying. I'm not crying, y'all. I am, you know, well, you can call it crying, but I'm just letting you know what's going on in my head, and I'm putting it on a video, which most guys don't do. Even the guys that you see on YouTube, all the damn big YouTubers, they don't do videos like I do. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. We got Zach's car over there. Y'all saw that. So now I'm fixing to get on skid steer, and I'm gonna clean up all these two piles, get them over to here, and kind of start getting this a little bit cleaned up. Now I'm not gonna work all day over here. I got some other stuff I got to do, but I'm definitely gonna move forward, right? Just gonna clock some more. This is the only customer. I know I have guys coming, you said you don't work by the hour. This is the only customer, buddy, I got that where I will actually work by the hour. So I do by hourly work over here, and with the Bobcat. So yeah, and I just do it in my spare time. So we're gonna just work on getting some of this cleaned up. The big push will come right before November, because he's got family coming in, and they're going to be staying here for about a month. So we're going to try to get it all cleaned up by then. But you know, with Francisco not coming to work and being out of the country, and then Zach's ride, it's minimized my time that I have to be over here. So the work ain't going nowhere, but you know, yeah, that. So I'm going to check the oil in it, the hydro fluid, and all that. I know I got a small leak, so I'm gonna do all that before I get going, y'all. I'll kick it. Okay, guys, so I'm over here, and I'm fixing to work over here for a few hours. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move all this stuff out of the way, and I'm gonna get in here and dig around some more of the bamboo. And that's pretty much the job, really. Let me back up just a little bit so y'all can try to get y'all to where y'all can see everything. All right, y'all. So y'all see what I got done. Pretty good bit. And I did some brush cutting too. The camera's acting up. The GoPro's acting up. I don't know. I hope I got some footage. I got one lady texting me about some tree work over there in Summer Grove, where we did a pallet of sod last year, and I had to go through all that stuff to get that tree removed over there. I don't know, man. I really ain't got time to be Yeah, I mean, I mean, all right, y'all, I ain't got a whole lot to talk about. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Sammy Time Monday. Peace out.